Forget everything you've heard about retirement being the time to slow down. What if it was actually your moment to upgrade your entire life? Imagine paying dramatically less tax, living a truly better lifestyle, and waking up to a place that feels like a permanent vacation. This isn't a dream, it's reality. And right now, entire countries are aggressively competing for retirees, offering lower taxes, unmatched lifestyles, and shockingly affordable housing. And here's the unbelievable part. The cost of a tiny apartment in the U.S. could secure you an entire home in a completely different, richer life overseas. Hey, if you're new here, I'm Mark, and I help people plan relocations and buy and sell property in the U.S. and around the world. And I've personally helped over 500 families successfully relocate and buy homes with confidence. And in this video, I'm going to show you 5 countries that could completely change how and where you retire. And if you're considering moving somewhere new, reach out to me by calling the number below for free one-on-one expert guidance. Now, before we dive in, this video is especially for you if you feel like your current cost of living is too high, or you want a better lifestyle without working more, or you're simply tired of the same routine and you want a fresh start somewhere new. Because what we're covering in this video can completely change how you think about retirement. Now, let's start with one that surprises almost everyone, and that's Italy. Yes, the same Italy people associate with bureaucracy and paperwork is now quietly offering one of the most attractive tax setups in Europe. But here's what really pulls people in. It's the lifestyle. Imagine waking up in a quiet Italian town, walking to a local cafe, having a fresh espresso, and spending your evenings watching the sunset over the vineyards or the historic streets that have been around for centuries. Now, Italy is known for its food, its wine, culture, and a slower pace of life that actually lets you enjoy your day instead of just rushing through it. And on top of that, there's a major financial advantage. Italy offers a 7% flat tax on foreign retirement income for up to 10 years if you qualify. Now, that includes pensions, Social Security, and investments, which can dramatically reduce your tax burden. Now, let's cover the housing. In southern Italy, apartments in smaller towns can range from about $150,000 to $200,000, while more renovated homes typically fall between $220,000 and $380,000. And if you look at the northern regions like Milan or Lake Como, prices are higher, often between $450,000 and $1 million, depending on the location. So now let's move on to Portugal. Portugal is one of the most balanced options out there. You get safety, great weather, beautiful coastlines, and a lifestyle that feels relaxed but still modern. Now, picture this. Morning walks along the beach in the Algarve, fresh seafood lunches, and a calm, easygoing daily routine. Now, Portugal is also consistently ranked as one of the safest countries in Europe, which gives a lot of peace of mind. And when it comes to housing in cities like Lisbon, apartments typically range from about $325,000 to $760,000. And if you move to smaller towns or inland areas, you can still find homes between, I'd say, $160,000 and $380,000. And in the premium coastal areas, especially popular expat zones, prices can reach $760,000 up to $1.1 million and more. Now, here's something interesting. Even though some tax benefits have changed, people are still moving here in large numbers. And that tells you something about the overall lifestyle value. Now, next up is Greece. And if your idea of retirement includes sunshine, sea views, and a slower pace of life, Greece becomes very hard to ignore. Imagine living near crystal clear water, spending your entire evenings at a seaside cafe, and enjoying fresh, simple, healthy food every day. Greece offers one of the most relaxed lifestyles in Europe, and it is still relatively affordable compared to other countries on this list. Housing prices reflect that. In many areas, homes range from $110,000 to $330,000, especially outside the major tourist hotspots. Now, in Athens, apartments typically fall between $160,000 and $440,000, depending on the neighborhood, and in the high-demand islands or prime coastal areas, prices go from, I'd say, $440,000 up to $770,000 and more. And here's something that most people don't realize. Greece also offers tax incentives for foreign retirees, what makes it even more appealing financially. Now, let's step outside of Europe and talk about Panama. Now, Panama is one of those places that flies under the radar. Once people discover it, it quickly becomes a top choice. Now, you get a unique mix of modern city living and natural beauty. One day you're in the skyline filled with high-rise buildings, and the next day you're surrounded by beaches, mountains, or even the rainforest. The lifestyle is warm, relaxed, and very expat-friendly. And one of the biggest advantages is their tax system, where foreign income is generally not taxed. Now let's look at the housing. In Panama City, condos can start from about $150,000 to $300,000, and mid-range homes typically fall between $300,000 and $600,000. And if you're looking at beachfront or luxury properties, prices can range from $350,000 to $800,000 and more. The process of moving here is also relatively straightforward compared to many other countries. Now, for the fifth country, we're going to Spain. And Spain offers one of the most complete lifestyles that you can find. You have vibrant cities, beautiful beaches, mountain regions, and culture built around enjoying life, whether that's food, family, or social experiences. And imagine spending your afternoons in the local markets, evenings in the lively town squares, and weekends exploring these coastal towns or countryside regions. And Spain is also known for its high-quality healthcare system and overall quality of life. Now, when it comes to housing, major cities like Barcelona and Madrid typically range from $380,000 to $880,000. And if you look at the smaller cities or coastal towns, you can still find homes between roughly $200,000 and $440,000. And in the premium coastal areas or the top neighborhoods, prices can go from $550,000 to $1.1 million and more. Spain's non-lucrative visa also makes it a strong option for retirees with passive income. Now, at this point, you might be wondering which one is actually right for you. Well, here's a simple way to think about it. If you want culture and history, Italy or Spain could be a great fit. If you want safety and balance, Portugal stands out. And if you want affordability with beautiful scenery, Greece is hard to beat. And if your priority is tax efficiency and flexibility, Panama becomes very interesting. So when you step back and look at everything, retirement is not just about stopping work, it's about redesigning your lifestyle. And in many cases, you can actually live better while spending less. If this made you think differently, then you're already ahead of most people. And if you want help figuring out the smartest country and property strategy for your situation, that is exactly what I help people do. So call the number in the description to get free one-on-one guidance. You've worked hard for your freedom, and now it's time to actually live it.